WCPO 9 on your side. It's a new day with your host, Mona Morrow.
Welcome back to a new day. Well, Seven Hills Neighborhood Houses has partnered with LISC to support residents and strengthen the community. And you can get involved in it. And I'm going to introduce my guest today, Alexis Kidd, who is the Executive Director of Seven Hills Neighborhood Houses, and Kathy Schwab, who is the Executive Director of LISC. Before we get started, tell me what LISC stands for, L-I-S-C. What does that stand for, Kathy?
It stands for Local Initiatives Supporting Communities, and we're a national organization, and we support neighborhoods like the West End and a lot of other urban communities around the city.
Well, the West End and Seven Hills Neighborhood, first, for those who may not know about Seven Hills Neighborhood Houses, you all do a lot you have a lot of programming, you do a lot of support for the residents. Tell me about that.
Okay. So we're based on that old settlement model where it's that one-stop shop, that safe haven for the community. So we do emergency assistance programs, victims of crime advocacy services, after-school programming, athletics, and women's support groups, parent support groups. We do meals for the community, 1 meal a day during the school year, and then 3 meals a day during the summer for youth.
Okay, so you're also doing something in conjunction with LISC called We Speak.
Yes.
We're excited about that. Tell me about We Speak, and then Kathy, I want you to talk about how you got involved in this and how you're supporting it as well, and how it builds community.
So We Speak, or West End Speaks, is basically a quality of life plan that the community came together to develop for strategies for the West End community. And so we had a large group of community members, stakeholders. So we had members from schools, churches, local leaders, and just individuals that lived in the community, young men, even children spoke and gave voice to what they felt the needs of for the West End community and how we want to move forward and create a better and more positive community for ourselves.
And how is LISC involved in this, Kathy?
Well, these community leaders came to us one day and said, we need some help pulling together a community vision. And there were leaders from all over the community. There were about 10 or 12 people that sat around the table and just talked with such passion about where they wanted to see their community go. So we couldn't help but help fund that, right? And I asked all of them, who is the community-based organization that would lead this plan? And they all said Seven Hills and Alexis. And so we've been funding Seven Hills to really lead this plan and to convene all of the folks in the community and the stakeholders. And then when the plan's done, what LISC does is, we're a funder as well nationally, and we provide resources and technical assistance and training, and we bring in those resources to help fund the strategies that come out of the plan.
That is awesome. I mean, absolutely wonderful. So you're doing this not just in the West End, but you have other communities you serve.
We're in Avondale and Price Hill and Walnut Hills and Madisonville and a couple river cities in northern Kentucky. And we like expanding into other neighborhoods and just helping neighborhoods find their vision and then helping support the strategies that come out of that.
I love this idea. This is so fantastic. Tell me about We Speak. Now, We Speak is fairly new.
Yes.
And tell me about the different support areas that you're addressing.
Okay. So during our conversations, when the community came together, there were 7 main categories that came about. And so I hope I don't forget any of them.
I've got them right here.
So we have business. They had to identify businesses and strengthen our business community, employment opportunities, and also for more livable wages. We also have community, where we want to build our community and bring unity, and how do we create that type of environment for ourselves. We have education, youth and education, safety, clean, and there are
housing.
2 more. Thank you, which is most important. Housing.
And you said employment, and you said business. I think you got them all.
Okay, beautiful.
You did.
Great.
You did a great job.
And so, so the strategies were built around those 7 themes.
Okay. So how do people get involved if they want to get, there's still time for people to get involved and have a say in this?
This is ongoing work. So each team still comes together, just basically contacting our office, letting us know what you're interested in being involved in. But we meet on an ongoing basis. This is a working, breathing, living plan. It wasn't something that we drafted and it's going to sit on a shelf. It's actually something that we're really working towards making it come about for our community.
This is rewarding work. It has to be.
Absolutely.
With what you do. And tell me what it means to you to be the executive director of this organization, making so much of an impact.
The West End is everything to me. I mean, years ago, before even this opportunity came about, I tell people I live in the West End, I sleep in Mount Auburn. So for me, just seeing opportunities, for a long time we've done services and we provide and hand out services to people. This is an opportunity for individuals to stand up and help themselves and have their voice be heard. So this opportunity that we've been given through LISC is just tremendous, and we're not going to take it for granted.
I have to say
Yes.
that Alexis is the kind of leader that puts not just the residents but the whole community first. You know, she has no ego in the process, so we're really happy that she's there and leading the plan.
Thank you. I am too. This is great. Now, people can get more information about this. You can go to 7 Hills NH, so that's 7 Hills Neighborhood Houses, so it's 7hillsnh.com.
Yes.
7hillsnh.com will get you there, and you'll get all this information. Any final words, Kathy, for what you would tell people about just how to come together and build a community?
I think it's so important for all the stakeholders in the community to come together around a common vision, because that creates less infighting in neighborhoods. That you see at community council meetings and others, and to bring the business association and the CDC and the schools and the churches together to really focus. And when you can do that, and when you have a common vision, you can move a community forward, and then their voice is louder and is heard at City Hall and other places, and funding happens.
Well, thank you both for sharing this information. Very important information. Don't forget, get more information. You can also go to LISC's website. Give me that
LISC, GreaterCincinnati.org.
Okay, LISC, GreaterCincinnati.org. Thank you both for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Coming up next, do you have a small business or are